Good morning, day 8? Yeah, day 8. Sorry, no, day 9. Yeah, day 9 of Carnivore. I'm already getting my numbers confused. Anyways, woke up this morning and since I didn't go to the gym yesterday, I just jumped in the car heading to the gym right now to get the workout in. And then once I get home, I'll plan out my day and have a giant uninterrupted block in which to get work done. So, made some tea. Actually remembered to take my creatine. I don't normally remember to take creatine, and by that I mean in the past 5 years I've taken creatine twice, last night and this morning. So I've had it for a while. I should have been taking it. Anyways, I'm gonna start experimenting with how I feel taking it and how it helps my gym performance. I took 6 grams last night right before bed. I think that was a little too much on an empty stomach and gave me a stomach ache. But this morning I took 3 grams and then I'm gonna wait about 40 minutes and then I'm gonna take 2 more grams. So spreading out a little bit. Anyways, we'll touch back in after the gym. I just found these glasses in my car and I bought them in Bangladesh. I absolutely love them. They say, like, is it right here or under here? It says Cartier, but I mean, they are obviously knockoff, but I mean, the Cartier that it says is actually upside down, which I also think is really funny. But have you ever seen those like YouTube videos of people in India like handcrafting something? Like, that's what these sunglasses are. Like, someone actually handcrafted these things in order to make them, and it's like a poorly made knockoff pair of sunglasses with a well-known brand put on it, but you can obviously tell that wasn't mass-produced, which in my opinion makes it more impressive because now it's a handmade knockoff of a mass-produced sunglass where you can actually look at it and see how like the tools they used were very primal and not like the best standards, but like you can see all the little imperfections, and I think it adds a lot of character to them. Plus I also like how they look and how like unique they are. Finished up at the gym, heading home right now. Gonna have some steak when I get there and then have a giant block of uninterrupted time in which to work, which I always like to do. Felt good in the gym. Lifts were good. I didn't notice any difference between adding creatine and not adding creatine. It's not like my lifts, I felt like a lot stronger with the creatine I'd taken. Granted, I've only had like 12 grams in the past 24 hours. So, I mean, I'm sure it's going to take a little bit longer than that to really notice the effects of it. Besides that, hit the sauna, felt good there. Lifts, my shoulders were a little, it hasn't really increased my overhead shoulder press. I'm kind of stalling at like 115. So, it is what it is. My kettlebell swings were good, felt nice, clean, and crisp. I remember to bring chalk today, which was really nice. And besides that, I was able to increase my pull-ups to 50 pounds, but my reps went from 5 to 4. And, the progress, I am able to now do pistol squats with my left leg pretty easily without anything helping me, nothing to stabilize me, which is really impressive considering that 2 months ago I had to hold on to something in order to get assist because I just couldn't bodyweight pistol squat. Now I can very, very easily bodyweight pistol squat with my right leg, and I can also do a 35-pound weight in pistol squat with my right leg, but my left leg just got to the point where I can now cleanly do bodyweight pistol squats with it. So it's nice seeing the progress here, even if it is just being able to do body weight. It's still progress, and I like addressing the muscle imbalance I have in order to make sure I don't get injured down the road. And I think it mostly stems from the leg I push up on after I shoot my double legs, and also when I do my stand-ups in wrestling. It's a predominantly right leg movement. Like, a lot of the force comes from it. So I've developed an imbalance and had a much stronger right leg than left leg. Just finished up the work for today. Got a nice Amazon delivery, some more green tea to feed my thirst for it. And I do find green tea helps a lot with carnivore in terms of giving that like fresh taste I so badly crave right now. But Eastern philosophy has green tea being very yin and meat being very yang, so they're supposed to balance each other out. So I drink a lot of green tea and I eat a lot of meat. Besides that, I'm drinking a lot of water right now, and that's because today I was craving apples. Like, there's a bowl of apples on my kitchen table, and they're so red. And then I saw this ad, and in the ad, I don't even know what it was for, it might have been clothing, but there's just red, and I'm just like, apples. I know I shouldn't be thinking about it. I know I've done this before, and the key is just dismiss the thought and be like, no, I'm happy with my progress, I'm happy with everything, and then my mind wanders back, and I'm like, apples. I'm like, oh, I need to control my thoughts. Damn, I'm gonna miss pineapples this winter. It's gonna suck. Anyways, I know I'm not like, I'm doing 180 days, and I feel benefits, I feel level energy, I feel good. But, I mean, I can also do that while doing keto and having the pineapples and the apples. And I'm like, at least today I caught myself already craving, like, I think I'm going to eat so many apples when I'm done with this thing. When the 180 days are over, I am going to, like, eat so many. I know it's weird for people, like, apples, like really apples, like not like cake or ice cream. Like, no, man, apples, like a lot of Cosmic Crisp apples and some pineapple. I really like apples. Yeah, I mean, I know it's not good to be, or it's not a good mindset to have, thinking, ooh, when this is done, I'm gonna eat so much of the things I'm not eating right now, because it, first off, kind of biases me. And I should be going into this with an open mind of, at the end of this 180 days, do I want to stay carnivore forever, or do I want to go back to doing meat and fruit, which was what I was pretty much doing beforehand. And I'm trying to stay, like, open to the experience, be like, I could experience something. I mean, I'd have to experience something pretty transformative in terms of overall really just amazing mental clarity, energy levels, and performance in order to stay strict carnivore. Like, if I'm literally not having apples anymore in my whole life, that's like, shit, man. Like, that's gonna be a lot. I mean, how much would you pay to, how much would it cost for someone to take away your taste? And it's kind of what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like eating meat. I'm eating nice meat. I eat a lot of strip steaks. I like it, but it's the same thing day after day after day after day. I mean, I'll get my brother on one of these. Go over to his house and I'll talk to him about this stuff, because he eats steak and salt and tea every day for almost 2 years now. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm still eating the spices. I crave more flavor. With my brother, he does it so he can sleep. So I guess there's really not a trade-off that exists there, because he does carnivore for health issues versus I'm doing carnivore to see what type of performance gains I can get out of it. And I'm like, well, I perform well. I perform really well. I sleep well. I get my work done. And the thing is, I can do all of that while eating apples 1 day a week. I can do carnivore and have an apple before I go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and burn through those carbs and be back in ketosis within half an hour. I mean, I don't know. This is sort of like a rough head calculation. If I'm not actually sure that's true, but my gut feeling says I can be back in ketosis in like half an hour. So I'm like, why limit myself to strict carnivore if I don't need to, and I can still get, like, if I can get the taste of the food, the taste of the apple and the fruit, and I can get 95% of the benefits of carnivore, then I think that trade-off is, like, well worth it. I mean, you really have to determine, like, how much here are we talking in terms of benefits, and I mean, I'm really going to have to see some awesome performance benefits. I have seen some. My recovery is good. My Whoop scores are a lot more even. My recovery basically now is just dictated based on how much I worked out beforehand. I mean, I'll have to go back and check some of my other stuff, but I mean, I feel a lot more even throughout the day. But the thing is, I can get all that and eat one apple. But that's the trick. Like, you have to get all that and only eat one apple. Because if you eat too many, then you're not in ketosis. You're not getting the benefits. And that's what a lot of people struggle with, including me, is sometimes I'll overeat, do it. I'll eat 10 apples. Yeah, I will. I lived off apples for a week when I was in LA, and the hostel situation out there is absolute crap. I was coming from Europe and thought I'd be able to get a decent hostel. The neighborhood I was in was absolutely horrible, and I decided to rent a minivan and get an air mattress from Target. And I slept in Beverly Hills I just parked on the side of the street and slept on the air mattress in the back of the car. Woke up every morning next to, like, buildings worth $20 million. It was awesome. And I didn't have access to a stove, so I lived off of apples, pink lady apples, cosmic crisp apples, Fiji apples, and green chicken chili from Whole Foods for a whole week. It was awesome. But I like apples. I like my watermelon. At least I'll be able to catch that and have some. Let's see. Start October, November, December, January, February, March. I'll be able to catch the end of the pineapples. Because March is when, like, during the winter, I don't know what it is, but Walmart has, like, $3 pineapples. And they're so freaking good. They're so good. And I've been to Hawaii, where they, like, grow a lot of pineapples. Hawaii pineapples are pretty crap. And they're expensive. You're paying, like, $3 a pound. And I think that's because a lot of the pineapples we get up here are actually from the Dominican Republic and not Hawaii, due to the long shipping that it would take in order to reach us. But damn, Dole. Those pineapples are good. Yeah, they're so cheap. I literally go up there and I'll eat 2 a day. I'll eat so much to the point where, like, I know the fact that I can eat 2, and that's the most I can eat before the enzymes start, like, causing this cells on the inner lining of my mouth to kind of peel, because the enzymes in pineapples help break down proteins. And for a lot of people, you get like that little stinging sensation in the mouth if you eat too many pineapples. And I know I can eat 2 pineapples before the stinging gets too bad because I've done it so many times. And there's something really nice to eating a pineapple and steak. And then you have like the steak drippings and the fat on the plate. And I'll take some sea salt, pour it over, nice thick coat. And I'll take those pineapple pieces and I'll just dip them in and I'll eat them. Oh, man, that's the best. I'll do the same thing with my apple slices. I'll take my meat drippings on the plate and I'll salt the meat drippings and I'll take apple slices and I'll slice it really thin and like I'll cut those thin slices in half so you get like a half circle shape so I can really like scrape it up nice and well. And I'll scrape up a bunch of salt and fat and meat juices and I'll just eat that. I'm like, I like this. But I mean, that's what I mean. Like I can eat fruit and like, I mean, when I got to nationals for college wrestling in club, I was eating just meat and pineapple, like 1 pineapple a day, and a bunch of meat, chuck steaks, sausage, and bacon and eggs, and I felt great. I looked lean, performed really well, so I know I can do it. So I mean, yeah. My brother's like, there's benefits to getting to 6 months of carnivore. I'm like, there better be. I'm missing peak. Well, I'm going to catch the end of the pineapples, but I'm missing 2 good months of pineapples. There better be benefits. Anyways, day 9. Wow. 1/20th of the way there. Anyways, today feeling good. The creatine I had last night, I had like 7 grams before bed. That gave me diarrhea. I think it was the creatine that did it. I literally had to get out of bed and woke up and had to use the bathroom, which I like almost never have to do. I only ever have to go pee during the night. I almost never have to go poop during the night. I mean, like, probably less than 5 times in my whole life have I actually had to wake up during the night and go poop. Then, let's see. Took some more creatine this morning. I also got a little bit of stomach ache after taking the creatine yesterday. Took more creatine this morning. Took some sleep minerals and B complex after the gym. Did a pretty long sauna session. Then I got home, I had my tea, electrolytes. I mean, I've been waking up and taking tyrosine in the morning, which is really nice. I think it does help kickstart the brain. Plus, it was a nice sunny day out today, and I had my rose-colored glasses on. I mean, there's something enjoyable about seeing the world, especially fall, through rose-colored glasses. All the reds looked even more red. I mean, I probably had well over a gallon of water today. Definitely a lot of salt. I had 2 strip steaks and about 2 cups of bone broth. So, I mean, I buy bone and strip steak and I make that into bone. I take all the loose bones and make that into bone broth because that's how you get a lot of collagen. That's how you get healthy skin. You don't want to waste any of those nutrients because, I mean, you're paying for it. So I save them, put them in a gallon bag. Once I get 2 gallon bags filled up, that's about the size of my big pot I have. And I'll take that, I'll fill up the big pot with water. And I mean, I cook the bones, so the bones are already pre-cooked. If you cut the bones off beforehand, you want to char them in the oven at like 425 for 30 minutes. Flip them halfway through. Then you take that, you put it into a big pot with some water, get it up to a simmer, leave that for about, I do at least a day. Usually 2 because I'm a little lazy and I push off doing anything. But 2 days, I'll strain that, I leave the bones in the pot, and I put it into a different bowl to cool down before I put it into Tupperware, and I strain the fat off because I really don't like fat on my. Well, not a lot of fat. A little bit of fat's fine, but I don't like a lot of fat on my bone broth. But I'll strain that, do a second brewing of bone broth because, I mean, you can. Why waste the bones? I still, even from the second brewing, get enough nutrients and collagen out or gelatin out of the bone broth in order to congeal and turn into jelly. So, I mean, that's really the main thing of how good you are making bone broth is how thick is that jelly. Like, yeah, you can cook it down a little bit, but, like, it needs to be, once it goes in the fridge, it should turn into a good thick jelly. That means you got a lot of the nutrients out. And I'll take that, I'll toss that into the fridge, and then I'll take it out and occasionally heat it up. I'll put some salt in it, like probably a half tablespoon per 2 cups, and then drink that. It helps get the brain going, electrolytes, also warms you up. But, I mean, bone broth, liver, and fish oil are like my 3 ways of getting natural vitamins in. And then I take my supplements, my tyrosine B complex sleep minerals, creatine, which I just started taking, magnesium glycinate, Himalayan salts, and gluconate. And there's some other ones I take. What is it? I also take chlorella if I'm doing fast. There's different supplements I take based on different protocols I'm doing, but right now those are the main ones I'm taking. Digestive wise for today, I did not go poop. I mean, that's one of the things you get used to in carnivore is your bowel movements become kind of, at least for me, they become kind of irregular, which is why when I'm not doing strict carnivore, I'll typically do carnivore with fruit or carnivore with a sweet potato or carnivore with pineapple, because that kind of, the fruit gives me the regular bowel movements. I don't really need them. They're solid for the most part, except for last night because I literally had a nice solid poop last night and then went to bed and then had to get up during the night because I had a stomach ache I'm pretty sure it was due to the creatine. I mean, I also took 7 or 8 grams at once on an empty stomach, so not like extremely recommended, but yeah. I mean, that's day 9, and I'm probably gonna edit this video up and see if I can go for a walk.